Everybody, One of Wisdom here. It's time for some more Skylanders Trap Team Villainography. Obviously here we have got Grave Clobber. A lot of people say Grave Clobberer, which that kind of makes more sense, but it's actually just Grave Clobber, which I guess that's slightly easier to say. Got really cool music with this guy. His stock aesthetic, in my opinion, is awesome. I really enjoy him and the little shielded skeletons. Those are probably my favorite enemies in the game. I also like some of the raven, bird type enemies we've had recently. Something I truly miss in this game is the enemy introductions. I don't have to have it every time we see one, but the first encounter would be nice, and then you can kind of just rattle off their names as opposed to having to go look them up or something. But Grave Clobber, he looks like he would be a plodding and meandering character, very slow. He's actually fairly swift. The villains tend to be pretty agile. Bad Juju is very quick. We just did her stock aesthetics. But Grave Clobber was captured, I want to say, in the Golden Desert, which was chapter 16 right there at the very end of it. I know that's a true fact because I remember in the stream now, it crashed out right before the final showdown with the Golden Queen in the tower and Golden Callie and Grave Clobber. So, that said, he is an Earth Element villain. I know a lot of people think, oh, that's an awesome undead villain because he's like a mummy and it's Earth. Why? I don't really know, but I'll run with it. So, I'm a big Earth Element fan, so having this guy on my side is just gravy, I suppose. That said, the attacks, as you know, they don't have any dedicated names with the villains, so I just kind of make my own stuff up. But what I called attack 1 is 1-2 punch. I wanted to call it it's more of a swipe. I mean, it's really not a punch, but I mean, I didn't know how else to word it clearly for people. And I can't ever execute the second hand unless I'm actually dealing damage. The second hand is very important for reasons you're about to see. Secondary attack, I was hoping it would be his little Earth Slam, the Earthquake deal that you probably remember when you battle him. And it kind of is, but you get these bones that pop up. I'll just go ahead and show you. So that looks familiar. You can see the range on that thing. You get 4 bones. I don't know if they would do damage to enemies when they're stationary or just be something they'd have to go around type situation. Can't really test that here, but 90 to 135 on those, and you can have 2 sets active to some degree. I think maybe 6 bones, but they disappear very quickly. I think the max I've ever seen is 6. It seems like 2 go away each time, but if you were to start anew, you would have 4 bones pop up. So 4, 6, 8, some sequence in that manner, 90 to 135. Now the 1-2 punch or the hand swipe or the grave slap, whatever you want to call it. I call attack 2 the grave pound, personally. But right here, check this out. It's kind of a very slow swipe. It seems as quick as it does when you battle him, but it does 112. The critical side of that would be 168. But when you've got an enemy in front of you, if you rattle off 2 hits, check that second hand out. That's not a glitch. That's nothing I'm doing special. That's 406. Now, I messed around with this a long time last night because I was just having a lot of fun listening to his sayings and the music and everything. Never did see the critical number, but again, off of 406, half of that's 203. So critical hit on the second swipe or the backhand or whatever you want to call it, you'd be looking at 609, which is absolutely crazy. But he's a very cool villain. He and Bad Juju. That's probably... Don't hold me to this because it's been a long time, but that is quite the pair of villains to have a quest in the same chapter. So that said, they both have their quest in chapter 17. Again, Grave Clobber, you catch him in 16, the Golden Desert. Quest is in chapter 17. I believe when we played through that on the stream, it was something to do with Flynn, if I'm not mistaken. I think Callie said Flynn got captured and she needed Grave Clobber to come in and sneak through the security or something. So that should be interesting to experience, but I'm excited to see what his attacks do. I'm not really excited to see how he changes, because yet again, I would be very content with him staying just like this. Seems like almost every time I don't like the evolved form anywhere near as much as the stock aesthetic. So that said, we are going to go in, do his quest, and come back here, take a look at his evolve form. So I'll quit rambling. We'll head off to chapter 17, Lair of the Golden Queen. We'll get these two villains set up for their quest. I also have to record what we missed in that chapter, and then we'll come back here, take a look at their evolve form, and wrap things up. So if you enjoyed the series, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know, tell your friends about it, encourage them to do the same thing. You can follow this information. I'll have the villain attack damage number spreadsheet. That includes not only what I named the attacks, their damage numbers, but also I include where you can capture the villain, their element, and then of course where you can find their quest. So it's kind of a handy all-in-one type deal for you. You can take the links to my site, oneofwisdom.com, or my site, I guess, the Skylander Club Forum, SkylanderClub.com, and again, you can find that information on all of them. So, that said, if you enjoy this video and you're interested in other villains, be sure to check out the rest of the Villainography series. They follow the same format generally, and again, it's just kind of designed to show you the villain stock, highlight their quest, and then show you how they change, aesthetically, and then what happens to their attack damage numbers. So, that said, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you back here in just a few seconds. Hey everybody, Villainography here, and I have got a little revelation. We're at the point I'm ready to do Grave Clobber's quest. This is Callie, obviously she's stationed there, and that's where last night she told us, that she escaped and was fine, but Flynn wasn't so fortunate. This kind of gives you an idea. You come off the area here where you drop these statues from this side onto the spy bots, and I remember in the stream, I distinctly remember, breaking the Traptanium, there being a key here, and then I think I threw this in the gate, and then I think we just waltzed off, and I can tell, I can't see it, but I know with that arrow there, that is a treasure chest, and I don't know that there's a key anywhere. I guess this is technically what we missed chapter 17, but it all ties in, I guess, somehow. So that said, I'm just going to switch here. We're going to do Grave Clobber's quest. Hope there's a key. If not, I'm thinking the one that opens the Winged Sapphire you would have to carry. I don't know that you can even do that, but I'm not remembering one being that way. So that said, here's a look at Grave Clobber. Let's see what Callie has in store for us.
You made it past the spy guys. Great! Are you ready for an even bigger challenge? I can't promise that it will be easy, but there is a big reward in it for you. Plus, we'd be saving Flynn, and I kind of owe him one. Maybe even two.
Interesting. So let's go ahead and do that. I guess this is an actual quest where we have to do something, so should be fun. Grave Clobber is pretty cool. This is a neat setting.
So they've got Flynn stashed away inside the labyrinth. What you're eventually looking for is a secret button that will take down all these walls and lead you right to our favorite captain. Good luck, Grave Clobber.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so 10 minutes and some awesome skeletal enemies. I feel kind of weird battling them with Grave Clobber because I feel like they should be friends.
Nice.
But you know me, I'm going to explore this thing as opposed to trying to get it done. So what does that do? Oh, okay. So simple enough, kind of classic SSA
Take the
type
closest
stuff.
teleporter to get to the next area.
Can't really see anything here. I'm hoping there's a key we can take back, because that would be super handy. Oh, there's a flint right over the wall. But oh, threat packs and goo. This is just fantastic. Professor, what was his name? I can't remember.
To the tomb!
Can't tell if that's thunder outside or what. That or a really low flying airplane. I thought the storms were gone. Oh, there's a bridge here. I was about to say. Alright. Grave Clobber, look at him showing off the finesse, man. That's impressive, isn't it? Didn't want to step on that. Okay. Let's see. That is a breakable wall, if I'm not mistaken. Lots of cool monsters in this one. Let's just go ahead and get the bomb.
Alright!
What is he homing in on? Again, if Grave Clobber does not have an enemy in front of him, he won't do the 1-2, and I'm finding it's very easy for him to get turned. So if you would throw that at me. Why? Okay, well, I'm just gonna give up on catching that. Let's go ahead, I guess, and progress here. Alright, is there anything to throw this at? Can't really see.
Oh yeah!
Cannot see it all. I guess we'll throw it at her then. I don't like the camera angle here. I kind of prefer a more relaxed camera angle. Let's see. Let me explore this just in case. Okay, it's not. Oh, I think there's just one more rope, but then we'll probably have to get back there too.
Take the closest teleporter to get to the next area.
So yeah, you get a feel for how powerful. That just wrecked this entire area for us. Making a run for bombs, just in case we had one. Is that breakable? That looks like a breakable wall, actually. But it's not. Alright, I think we got everything now, so we can proceed on. Oh, we got the bomb guys above us, so that might be an issue. That's got really good range. So, I think our punch is a bit more powerful, ice cream. At least the second one is. Alright, I think we got everything out of here, didn't we? So we'll proceed up. Break this stuff.
Oh yeah!
Unless this just gets crazy, I think we've probably got it in the bag. I just kind of like to explore the first time through. Let's make sure there's nothing over here.
Alright!
That was the clock, but I didn't see what it did. To our time, so my apologies there. If you're watching the video, the good news is you can rewind it, but since I do this in real time, I don't have that option. But again, kind of reminiscent of the heroic challenges. The good old days, Skylanders, Giants, and Skylanders Spiral's Adventure. So that's bar number 3. Now we just have to see where this teleporter is going to take us, because I would guess we would go somewhere with a heavy enemy concentration. Could be wrong.
Closest teleporter to get to the next area.
Let's see. Why can we not pick that up? It's. Oh, now I got it. Okay, I was gonna say. I don't think that's bombable. There's what's bombable. I think that goes straight to Flint. Yeah, let's go ahead and. We got time to kill these guys off. Secondary attack has some lag, but it's got great range. I thought he was dead too, so my apologies there. But yeah, I think we have cleared everything out here. There must be one more guy somewhere. Okay, so where is this dude at? I see this, but I don't see the guy anywhere. I don't know why we would take that teleporter either, because Flynn's right there. So I guess instead of taking that teleporter, if we can, which I'm curious if we can, I think that was the first one we opened up, we'll just go to Flynn. So how about that? And hopefully he gives us a key.
Saved Flynn! Although I'm sure that the way he'll tell the story later, he saved you.
Exactly.
But in any case, let's get back to the temple.
If Wolfgang was in the trap, he would say it's funny because it's true.
Right. Close call there, Flynn. Anyway, here's your reward, Skylander.
You know what? That Traptanium is back, and I wonder if there's a key in it. Oh no, they've ruined him, haven't they? Oh, he looks so much better stock. That's nuts, man. I mean, the good news is you know he's going to have better attacks and everything. But okay, now the moment of truth is going to be what is in here? Okay, so they actually put both locks back. So that sucks. But we're going to check out Grave Clobber's aesthetics change back at the well-lit Skylander Academy. And then, of course, we will also pay attention to his attack damage number. So that's it. Kind of a cool little challenge there. And we got to have Flynn involved with Callie, so it's kind of like a throwback nostalgia trip for some of us. But that's it. I'll quit rambling, and we will be back to take a look at the evolved form of Grave Clobber. Hey everybody, Wisdom here, and we are back. I had to go through the entire Golden Queen battle sequence, and I still got to go back and get a treasure chest. I found it, I just didn't have 2 keys, and I tried a lot of things there, and it just didn't pan out, so I think you have to carry that key from the Wing Sapphire. That said, we don't, I guess we kind of care about that, because it all like interconnects, but Bad Juju's quest did have a hat. It was just one of those things, you show up and it happens. Grave Clobber, who we're going to take a look at now, his evolved form, he had a quest you actually have to do. It was kind of cool. You save Flynn, but going to throw him down here into the Traptanium slot. Trap slot, I should say. Alright, so he looks very similar to Crypt King. These aesthetics suck compared to what he looked like. If you look in the lower left hand corner where the timer is, that's what he looked like stock. That was awesome. This, he looks like he's like really into mummies and really into like Brazil's soccer team or something. And I don't know, man, he just looked awesome stock. So yet again, it's one of these instances where the stock aesthetics is far superior. Here's what his jump looks like. That said, what's kind of the saving grace for everyone is the change in attack damage numbers. So he has what I call like the 1-2 punch. It's really more of like an open fist. That's what it looks like. It's really cool attack, really kind of like a hand swipe. Quigley is back to being in our way, by the way. I wish Grave Clobber could just like smash the snot. Oh, 219, wow. So 146 to 219 is what we're going to call punch 1, just, you know, to keep things simple. So 1 equals 146 to 219, and then 2 was doing 406 to 609. Now you can't ever really showcase it, because if he doesn't have, well actually he did that time, so maybe he's gotten a quicker tendency on that. 528, good grief. That's an insane number there. I still have never seen, and I did use him a little bit in the boss battle, hoping I would see a critical 609. I never did, but I assume it really exists. So 528, half of that would be what? 264? If I'm not mistaken, 265, yeah, so 264. 528 and 264 is 792, if I'm doing the math correctly at 3:45 a.m. Good chance I'm not, but 264, 700, 60, 80, 80. Yeah, so if you could see a critical on that second hand swipe, it would be a 792, which is just crazy. The 528 is actually pretty insane. But that said, his secondary attack, it's what I call the Grave Pound. He did that. He had 4 bones. It looks like he's maintained the 4 bones. Let's see what he gets damage-wise. 117. That's acceptable. He's got 4.
Yes.
Yeah, so it looks like he can have like a max of 6 active. And then 117 to 175, so that works for me. 117 to 175. Still 4 bones, 6 max. Alright, so that's that actually. So I know the quest took a little bit of time. It's a 10-minute time when it wouldn't take near that. I go through and like grab all the cash for some unknown reason. I really don't know why I do that. Definitely don't even need it. I mean, look, Nitro's got 20,000. I think regular Crypt King somewhere around that mark, and they're fully upgraded, by the way, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess buy Oryx inventory for myself and 30 of my friends or something. But that said, Grave Clobber, he's got great music. He's a very cool villain. I'm glad he's from the Earth element. He kind of seems more like he should be undead to me, but that's just my take on it. This is, I guess, kind of more of an earthen look in his evolved aesthetic. I love the attack damage number increases. I just don't like the evolved aesthetics. To me, his stock aesthetics were way better. I wish you could pick, you know, which outfit you wanted, maybe, type thing. But that said, he is pretty awesome. And I have to say, he's actually, you would think he would be like this cumbersome, slow, horribly, you know, difficult to maneuver character. He looks slower than he is because of the way they animated his run, because he's like a gargantuan mummy, essentially. So they got that, you know, part down, but what that might deceive you with is you think, oh, he's this overgrown, you know, slug that can barely move. No, he's pretty quick. And then when you factor up how quick he is with the 146, 528, 1-2 combo there, that's pretty insane. In the quest, I use the ground pound a lot. It is super effective. It just wiped out enemies. There is a delay with it, but it's not really significant given the damage it does. So I will leave it at that. This is Grave Clobber. Again, I'm a pretty big fan of his. I'm glad he's from the Earth element. If you take those links at the video description box top end, you can go to my site, oneofweezem.com, I guess my personal site, or you can go to the Skylander Club Forum, which again I run as well, SkylanderClub.com. And each of those threads I will have for you. You can come in, you will see the video that you're watching now. It'll all be the 3 segments pieced together, of course, when I edit it. But more importantly, you can actually see his attack damage spreadsheet. It kind of outlines everything for you, lets you know where to capture him, where his quest is, and then again it'll outline the exact damage numbers for you. So be sure to check that out. And again, I do that for all of the villains. If you're looking for a particular villain, you don't see it just yet, fear not, it is coming very soon, so stay tuned. But if you enjoy the series there, the Villainography, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know, tell your friends about it. Make sure you are subscribed and encourage them to do the same thing. You can follow me on Twitch, where I live stream the Skylanders Trap Team. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks so much for watching, and for myself and Grave Clobber, we will catch you back here as we check out Bad Juju's evolved form and attack damage numbers.
To the tomb.